So this was a hard lesson for me to grasp around the carnivore diet because for so many years I was plant-based for 8 years and I thought I knew everything. I thought I was doing the best healthy diet in the world. But little did I know that it exacerbated the gut issues in my body and caused more issues for me to take a longer time to heal my gut. And now that I've been carnivore for so long, it's been almost 2 years now, I can say that asking yourself the right questions is super important. I should have asked, what foods helped me? What foods didn't? And that's what I want for you. I want you to ask the right questions. And even now, being on the carnivore diet, when I went carnivore, that meant like eating rudimentary meat, grass fed ghee, butter, eggs, milk, cheese, and eating little to no sugar. And so when I committed myself to the carnivore diet fully and strictly, I noticed I still didn't do well on certain foods like milk and eggs. And I only knew that because luckily I had a health coach at the time with me. And he actually told me, like, because I told him, I confided in him, yo, like, I don't feel well when I eat carnivore because, this is what I eat. And he said, keep track in a journal of what you're eating and ask yourself which ones you feel good, which ones you don't feel good, and take out the ones that you don't feel good. And I'm like, okay, that's super simple. And I noticed that eggs, and he told me too when I told him I didn't feel well, is that eggs could be something that people are allergic to. Even though it's part of the carnivore diet, people could be allergic to eggs. And I was like, let me tell you guys, like eggs, when I ate eggs, it took me like maybe 6 hours to finally feel hungry again. Not because it was just so satiating and yummy, but because my stomach was so bloated and my body didn't know how to digest eggs. It took so long to digest the egg. So I took it out of my diet, and milk, raw milk specifically, I heard where it was better for people who have gut issues. And I tried it. I didn't feel amazing. I didn't feel horrible. It just felt it felt okay. So I took that out. And then I felt amazing on the carnivore diet. So even when you do what you think is best, like from turning plant-based to carnivore and doing the carnivore diet strictly, including the eggs and the milk, because that is part of the carnivore diet, still ask yourself the question, yo, do I feel good on this? Do I feel good eating this food group? And I would isolate milk by itself and just drink it and see how I felt. And I was like, oh, I don't feel so well. I feel okay. It's not the best. So I took it out. Especially with eggs, I isolated that food group and I just did not feel good. I was like, no, I cannot eat eggs. I slowed down and I asked myself the question, Nadia, do you feel good when you eat this? No, I don't. Okay, let's take it out. What else could I do to incorporate, to substitute it? More meat, more grass-fed, fatty cuts. Like you need to ask your question constantly in any diet that you do, whether it's carnivore or not. Hey, is this specific food group, is it good for me? Do I feel good on it? Because let me tell you guys, sometimes, I'll drink a little bit of pistachio milk on the carnivore diet. And I'm not perfect, I'm human. And because my gut is fully healed now, I don't have leaky gut anymore. I do go out and get some matcha tea with pistachio milk because normal milk doesn't feel good for me. Pistachio milk does, raw milk does, but not normal milk from the store, after, they cooked the milk. That's when it's not good for me. It doesn't feel well for me. So I always do pistachio milk as a substitute. And I feel okay. I don't feel horrible. I feel whatever. It doesn't affect me at all. So I do sometimes go out and get a matcha tea with pistachio milk because I feel fine. My body is acclimated to just eating fat as a fuel source so that when I do stray a little bit to eating a little bit more sugar or drinking like something plant-based, it's okay because my gut is fully healed. It can now protect itself from pathogens and anti-nutrients from vegetables and from nuts, so it's fine. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like, I only know these things because constantly, and I know this is going to be for the rest of my life and should be for yours, that we live in a fallen world where the soil is depleted of nutrition, and we all each have different body types, different genetic coding, and our genetic coding is degraded over time with each generation, and each microbiome, which is the gut, the bacteria in your gut of each person, is very different from the last, from the next one, the next one, and the next one. So each person's going to have their own kind of food sensitivity, or not even food sensitivity at all if they're lucky, right? they must be coming from the line of Adam and Eve if they don't have any food sensitivity, because I would like that. And I know some people like that. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. You know, what an amazing gut you have. But most people have gut issues. Most people have food sensitivity issues. Not to say you had severe gut issues like me, but we all have some kind of inflammation in the gut because we live in a fallen world and we live in America where there's processed food everywhere and not everything's organic, you know, and everything's like with pesticides and herbicides, and we need to keep that in mind. So when keeping that in mind, go through the elimination process of any kind of diet you're doing, and any time in your life, go through the process of elimination of seeing which food group, when it's isolated, when I eat it, how do I feel? Do I feel better? Do I feel worse? If I feel worse, take it out. If I feel good, keep it in, okay? I hope this video helped. If you need further help getting away from the gut issues that you have, getting away from the pain, I specifically created a free video guide just for you about the 7 mistakes that you are committing to not heal your gut. I placed it down below in the description box. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.